Inspector Ileni Shapumba, we find ourselves in September, which means it's Amnesty Month. But for those who don't know, what does it mean? Can you please explain what does it entail and what happens during this month?
Yes, amnesty is a period in which uh, people are granted time to surrender, in this particular case, illegally possessed firearms or any other firearms which they may have in their possessions to the police without facing any sort of prosecution. Like last year and other years, September, from the 1st of September till the end of September, we still have the amnesty in which members of the public are really called upon to surrender their firearms. If you have a lot of firearms at your possession, if you have firearms that maybe you have inherited from people that have passed on, you have a firearm that have acquired in another way, and these firearms are in your possession illegally, we are calling upon people to make use of this chance and at the end of September, really to surrender these firearms at the nearest police station, firearms and ammunition at the nearest police station, and they will not be prosecuted.
Please emphasize, so a member of the public who has an illegal firearm can just walk into the police station in this month, give in, and then they can go out.
And they don't fear any sort of prosecution. Because it's a period that is granted in terms of the law, and people should exercise their right at this point in time. Really, we are saying anybody that has firearm, maybe in access in more number than is required, that you think can pose danger to you, that you have inherited, you do not know how to handle them, that you have acquired in any other means. During this period of September, we are calling upon members of the community in the Romo region to visit the nearest police station and surrender those firearms and ammunition to the police.
Now, has there been people coming to surrender, sir, so far?
I do not have those details at this point in time, but we have also not emphasized much on it, but we are calling upon the public to come forward and surrender their firearms.
And then what happens after September, sir?
Of course, when you leave the time to go and we find you in possession of those firearms, then the law has to take its course, because we have granted you a period to surrender that, make use of it, and you don't want to think about what will happen after that. You really just want to focus on this period when you are given the time to surrender the firearms, and you should make use of it.
Final word, sir?
We have a crime that is going up, particularly housebreaking and robberies in our towns. The regional commander is on the ground as we speak with other operational members to patrol. We have intensified our community engagement. We are going to conduct a series of meetings with the community structures, neighborhood watch, police reservists in the region, so as to curtail or reduce the increasing crimes of concern, housebreaking and robberies, particularly in Swakopmund, Mondesa, Kwisebmund, Wolfsburg, and Omaruru. And we are urging the communities in those areas really to take care of themselves. We are saying the best police officer to your property will always be yourself, because you are always there at your property at all given point, at all given time. If you have seen anybody moving around suspicious, report that person to the police. Let us intensify our neighborhood watch. There are issues that we need to solve in our community as communities, and there are issues that the community and the police can solve together, and there are issues that the police alone can solve. For example, we are talking about, we see a lot of young people sitting on tops of the walls and so forth. That is not an issue of the police to come and solve, but it's an issue of home, is an issue of neighborhood, really to identify those simple issues that will contribute negatively to the commission of crime. And we want to encourage really people to take part, active part in the community activities in their neighborhood. Let us restore order. We can only be able to reduce crime if everybody will choose to say, I'm not going to commit a crime. And that is what we need to start educating one another, moral way of living in our community. Really, let us be alert. There is an increase in terms of crimes, housebreaking and robberies, and you are concerned about that, and you are going to address it, but let us address it, all of us together.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Pleasure indeed.